Chapter 12. Make her get out. Ava cursed inwardly. Of all people, of all times, Adrian Pierce had to catch her here. And Justin Shaw, damn him. His great love was truly touching. All for Grace's happiness, he actually had the nerve to warn her off. Adrian. Ava curved her lips into a dazzling smile. You came out to have fun too? Hadn't he been in bed just now? She left and he went out as well. I thought you were heading home. His dark eyes cut straight to her. Ava's mind whirred and she offered lightly, I was just sitting for a while. I'll be heading back soon. Their brief exchange made Justin frown harder. He didn't need much imagination to know these two had definitely been meeting alone. The car was steeped in silence. Ava fastened her seatbelt, then turned to look at Adrian. Streetlight filtered through the gaps in the trees, striping his face with broken light and shadow. It left his expression unreadable, except for the tight clench of his jaw. You can drive now, she reminded him softly. Of course she knew what he was upset about. She simply wouldn't mention it. A man like Adrian, proud to the bone. Even if he didn't want her anymore, how could he tolerate her chasing him while telling others they had nothing to do with each other? Naturally, his pride would be wounded. Get out. Ava's pupils widened in shock. What the hell? That wasn't how this game was supposed to go. Adrian, I didn't drive here. She blinked up at him pitifully. You'd never have trouble finding some man to take you home. Ava's lips tilted in a faint smile. The click of her seatbelt unlocking echoed between them. Then, drive safe. I'll get out. She reached for the door, but the engine roared to life beneath her hand. The sudden lurch of the car pulled a startled cry from her throat. He was insane. She didn't even have her seatbelt on. Adrian, please, drive carefully. Ava forced her voice gentle, suppressing her anger. She was valuable, wasn't she? If she got into an accident and couldn't dance, her fans would be devastated. What's the matter? Adrian sneered. Afraid of ending up crippled? Her gaze dropped to his legs. Your legs? They're fine for driving? He shot her a sidelong glance. So cautious with your life? And you still dared get in my car? Adrian, that's not what I meant. I was just worried about you. Were you? His laugh was sharp, bitter. When you left for abroad, you ran faster than a rabbit. Ava's fingers knotted in the strap of her seatbelt, her lashes lowered, shoulders small and trembling. She looked pitiful, as if carved from fragility itself. The school. I applied before graduation, she whispered. Did you? Adrian pressed the gas harder, the car surging faster down the empty asphalt road. Slow down, Adrian. Her voice trembled, her sweetness laced with ice. If she'd known, she never would have gotten in his car tonight. Forget breaking up Adrian and Grace. Her life mattered more. He ignored her. The speed kept climbing. She stared at his rigid profile, brows furrowing. Adrian Pierce. Enough was enough. She dropped the fragile act. If you've got a death wish, don't drag me with you. Not pretending anymore? His laugh was razor thin. The car screeched to a halt by the roadside. Ava's heart pounded as she leaned back to steady herself. Just as she opened her mouth, a shadow loomed over her. Fingers pinched her chin, forcing her face upward toward his storm-dark eyes. The air thickened with suffocating tension. You're hurting me, she said with a shaky smile. Can you even feel pain? His grip tightened. Her cheeks flushed with pain. Ava, a woman without a heart couldn't possibly hurt. Her beautiful eyes welled, her face etched with wounded fragility. Adrian, do you really hate me that much? If you do, I promise I'll never show up before you again. You haven't forgotten me, have you? That's why you're still angry over what happened 6 years ago. Adrian, I've come back. If you want me, I'll always be yours. Despite the ache in her jaw, she wrapped her arms around his waist, pulling herself closer. I was good overseas. No social life, just classes and ballet. I wanted to become someone worth remembering, then come back for you. Adrian gave a harsh laugh. Really? Funny. I never saw a single call from you while I was in the hospital. At the airport, you said if I left, I'd no longer be your girlfriend, that you'd never love me again. I was afraid of hearing words I couldn't bear. Her tears spilled, shimmering down her face. My parents never loved me. They never taught me how to love anyone. So when problems came, All I knew was to run. Her sobs filled the car. Adrian's grip slackened suddenly, his gaze tearing away from her wet eyes. Adrian, I've only ever loved you. Every one of my firsts was with you. When he tried to sit upright, she clung tighter, choking on her tears. Don't hate me. Then, as he froze, her tear-streaked lips pressed clumsily against his. The messy, desperate kiss stirred every dark impulse inside him. His face twisted. He shoved her back by the nape. Don't debase yourself. But, she lowered her lashes, feigning innocence. Doesn't it hurt to hold back? You used to say you couldn't sleep if you didn't. Ava, sorry, if you don't like it, I'll stop. Her smile flickered faintly. She hadn't meant to soothe him anyway. Let Grace be the one to put out the fire she stoked. Wouldn't it be touching if Grace cried afterward? Get out. Ava's eyes widened. Out here, in the middle of nowhere? Adrian, it's late. I'm scared. Don't make me say it a third time. His voice was cool, absolute. She knew his temper. Nothing she said would change his mind. Unclipping her belt, she climbed out. The second her feet hit the ground, his car sped off, leaving only exhaust in her face. Fury burned hot in her chest. She waited by the roadside for what felt like forever, unable to catch a ride. Then suddenly, headlights flared, blinding her. She lifted a hand against the glare,